Hello, welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. Do you remember this? This is a bay tree which I was given by a subscriber. And she gave me free rein to do with it whatever I wanted, and I decided I would try and cloud prune it. And at first it just looked like it was going to die because there was virtually no leaves whatsoever on here. But it's clearly survived, and it's doing what I wanted it to do. It's creating clouds. You can see them around here. And this is now just going to get better and better. And because it's proven itself, because I know it's going to survive, it can now come into my main garden and take pride of place. So I've got to move it. The question is, how am I going to move it? There is no way I can lift that pot. I will do myself a severe injury if I try and lift that by hand. Now there's a sack truck behind me, but I don't think even that is capable. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to employ a system of rollers and tracks. Let me show you what I mean. Now, before I go any further with this, let me say thank you once again to Sharon, who gifted me this plant. Sharon, I hope you would agree that it's becoming a fine cloud pruned bay bush, and I hope you're pleased with it. Right, I have on the floor here some long pieces of 2x4. I also have a banister rail, which I've cut up into small pieces. This has been lying around my garden. I actually did this procedure once before with a stone trough. Now, if I can get that onto 3 of these, I've got 4 rollers, and I keep moving one to the front. Slowly but surely, we'll be able to roll it in the right direction. That's the theory. So I need to find a way of getting that onto the first 3 rollers. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to apply levers. This is all like O-level mathematics and physics, isn't it? So if I can lever one end of this up and get these runners underneath it, and then lever it up again and kind of pivot it onto 3 of these rollers, we'll be on our way. And I've got 4 pieces of wood, because what I intend doing is getting it to the end of the first 2 and then moving it on to a second 2, and then we can leapfrog. And I've got about 50 meters to go, and hopefully we should be able to do that in the space of less than an hour. Of course, I'm not going to make you sit and watch me do this for a full hour. So what I'll do is I'll get the ball rolling, so to speak, and I'll show you the first couple of runs, and then I'll show you the rest in fast forward, and then you will see this wonderful cloud pruned bay bush in situ in its new location. So the first part of this problem is getting that onto the tracks and onto rollers, and I'm going to use levers. Now levers work. You put a pivot or a fulcrum there, and the length of that gives you more power to lift something. So what I'll do now is I'll just push those gently out of the way, and I shall use a brick, house brick like this, and hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate how levers work. I'll just put it underneath the edge of there now like that, and gently push down, and you can see that's easily lifting up. So if I reposition these bricks, possibly even on their side, like that, one there and one there, that's supporting the weight so that I can get my tracks underneath it. Now I don't want these to be too far apart, because if they're too far apart then obviously the pot will drop into the gap in the middle, so we'll keep them quite close together like that. And that is now almost on top of there. Now I dare say I could probably use brute strength now to rotate and pull that onto there, but I want to avoid doing that because I want to prove that you can do this without a lot of physical strength. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my lever in at the back and lift the back up, so that then I can slide those further underneath. So again, the lever goes in and we can slide those in underneath fully. And now just remove that brick out of the way, push down on the lever again, and in goes the track. Both of those tracks now have emerged at the back of this pot. So there we are, the pot, the 2 tracks, still supported by bricks, and now I need to find a way of getting the rollers underneath the pot. Those bricks are in the way, so what I'm going to do is, once again, using my lever and another brick, I'm going to lift this pot, tilt it backwards, and then I shall pull these bricks out of the way because they're getting in the way, and then put, oh, there's another brick there that can come out, put this as far back as I possibly can. Now if you're going to do this, make sure you don't get your fingers between that pot and that wood, keep them out of the way. That is now resting on a roller in approximately the middle. Let's put another roller at the front. These rollers, incidentally, because it's a banister rail, they've got a flat bit. I'm using that to my advantage because I'm placing them on that flat bit and it's stopping them rolling off. Now if I put another roller just there like that and get behind it again, I can lift it onto these rollers, again using my lever. That's how easy that was. And now I just pull it. It's going, it's moving so easily as well. Now then, how easy is it to get these lined up and keep it moving? Wow, that's so easy. And once again, I just need to keep moving. I suppose the more of these rollers I have, the better. And in fact, I think I've got a couple more, so I'll just go and grab them. 2 more rollers. On they go. Now then. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Another roller from the back, around the front. And on we go. I have to say, this is working a lot easier than I thought it would. I ought to have more confidence in myself. I've kind of reinvented the wheel, haven't I? The only thing now is getting it onto the next 2 runners. So let's get to that stage and then I'll show you the rest in fast forward, and then you can see this in its new home. Now I have a slight corner here to negotiate, so let me see how we get on here. I'll just place one there and you can see, obviously, there's a good overlap here in these tracks. And the other one can go there on this side. Make sure that the width is correct. Tap them together. We're going to have to try and make it go down there in that direction. So let's go. I'm keeping my feet from underneath it as well. I really ought to be using steel toe caps. I've got some. I've just come back from the gym, so I'm in my gym gear. I sometimes wonder if I'm a little bit ADHD, because once I get an idea in my head, nothing comes between me and the idea. I can actually hear a noise that sounds a little bit like a train on a train track. There's a bit of a slope here, so I'm actually holding it back a little bit. I don't want it to go too fast and lose control of it. But this is really easy. The amount of pressure I'm putting on this, it's basically like a finger. Well, my tracks here have crept close together, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a whack. just to separate them widely enough so that I can get the new track in here to go around this bend. At this stage, I'll give you some music and you will see me move this and fast forward like Benny Hill to the other side of the garden, about 50 metres. And so here it is, now in its new location in my little olive grove, framed by these two mature olive trees, and I'm very, very happy with this. Now you may notice that I've placed the side with the least growth on the lighter side, so that these branches with the smaller clouds can catch up with the branches with the bigger clouds. It's only just gone into that pot about 6 months ago, so I will keep it in that pot for another year or so. Let the roots get established, keep feeding it, keep watering it, and eventually it's going in the ground here. I'm delighted. Isn't it amazing what you can do with a few planks, a bit of old banister rail, a lever and some O-level physics. Now don't forget, you can now join my club, which is off YouTube. It's £1 a month. You get a monthly newsletter, you get exclusive content, and you get a prize draw every month. All the things that product providers give to me, I now ask for two, one for me and one for a club member in the prize draw every month. So have a look at that. There'll be a link to that in the description box below this video, and I'll see you soon for some more bay tree moving adventures. Bye for now.